Yeah. I'm going to try to get the next hearing date for the 18th. Yeah. And preferably in the morning. Yeah. Now, this thought of not admitting any evidence when accusing a person of a crime. You should never look at the physical appearance of the person. You should only look at the evidence. Mhm. And then depriving me of the right to question the credibility of the petitioner. Yeah. Without her being there or her signing the actual protection order. Yeah. I think that it really does. See, the court awarded primary custody to the mother of my five sons. Yes. Without any proof of service. With the thought of me not getting a dissolution of marriage because you decided to send it general delivery. Now, the court found these incidents of domestic violence by the woman to be de minimis. And reason that they would have little impact on the child or the children. Yeah, I think there is some impact on my sons for being in the wrong grade for the last 7.5 years. They're being deprived knowledge, the social standing of being in a grade with the right age group. I mean, my son Bishop's 16 today, and he's a freshman in high school. And his mother probably said, no, you can't get your driver's license. Was he allowed to participate in driver's ed as a freshman in high school? Yeah, because he should have been taking driver's ed classes for the last 4 or 5 months. Yeah. Now, when I was in driver's ed, we didn't have to pay for it, but why don't we look at all of those that have driver's permits? Yes, their actual age at the time they were able to get them, because I think you have to be 15 and a half. Yeah. Now, is there a grade requirement? I mean, let's say you're held back 2 years. Yes. For 7.5 years because the court awards primary custody to the mother that they never allowed me as the respondent to question her credibility. Now, 7.5 years of the retardation of the maturity of my sons? Yeah. Just get me every driving school in each and every state of the United States and the signatures of all those in driver's ed that when they turn 16, that big day, because I got my license when I turned 16. Yes. And as I remember it, I was a junior in high school. Yeah. hmm hmm well, it was the summer. My birthday is July 13th of 1970. I was 16 from the time of sophomore to junior, and then I was 17 from the time of my senior year. Yeah, I was an exchange student when I was a 17-year-old. Now I know. Before I began my junior year, I was 16. Yeah. And I was 16 from that summer until the summer of my 17th birthday. But being a freshman, there might be some grade level requirements for actually getting a driver's license. So just give me all those driver's permits and all those Department of Licensing, or where is it that you go to get a driving permit? Yeah. Get me the actual photographs of all of those that have gotten a driver's permit. I think that when you award primary custody to the mother without any proof of service, yeah, without me as the respondent being able to call into question this whole idea of domestic violence and child abuse, yeah. The domestic violence by the woman is not de minimis. I think there has been a significant impact on the five minors named. Yeah. Now, the court has refused to see the false allegations of abuse as an attempt to interfere with the father's time with his son or harass the father. Yeah. The multiple times I was arrested, are those false allegations of abuse when I attempt to contact the petitioner through a third party through a Healthy Families of Clallam County in 2012? Or when you arrest me for a crime in Sequim, Washington, when I wasn't in that city, is that a false allegation of abuse? Or how about Brandon, Washington? Now, for each and every judge, oath of office, pooch, that thought this de minimis, yeah, has had little impact on the five minors named, I would say 7.5 years of impact is significant. You would have thought as soon as I informed law enforcement that my sons were in the wrong grade, yeah, that they would have immediately given custody to me. Poach. But you had to be dickheads and you wanted me. Now the court used its discretion in interpreting the statute to give the woman the large benefit of the doubt, even though the man in the case was undoubtedly the victim. You don't see me as the victim, do you? You see me as a crazy homeless man, despite an attempt at gender. The case was undoubtedly. Now, there was a big sign here on this one. Yeah, Paul. Verified. Yes. State of Washington section of statute indicated mutual protection or serve the purpose of stigmatizing both parties as violent. Yeah. I thought the large actual lawsuit that you're going to get is this reasoning that when you gave custody to the mother, that it would have next to no impact on the 5 minors named. Yes, but it's been 7.5 years of impact. It's been 7.5 years of being in the wrong grade. It's been 7.5 years. Now that seems to be, well, when reasoning, yeah, a significant impact on the 5 minors named. Yes, it does. Now, these false allegations of abuse in Sequim, Washington and Brennan, Washington, yeah, you're going to continue to enforce a protection.